Hi guys, are you thinking of selling your home? If so, this free DVD series reveals exactly what every seller must know before they decide to sell their home. Now this is part 2 of a 5-part DVD series. We're giving away 10 tips to sell at a higher price. Number 1 is curb appeal. Curb appeal is that first impression when people literally step onto the curb, enter the gate and walk down your path to look at the outside of your property. The first thing they see as soon as they come to look at your home. Now this is curb appeal. Now this has to be right. Now this may sound simple, but you want to make sure there's no Ford Capris on bricks on your drive. Make sure the latch works on your gate. Make sure the grass is cut nice and low. There's no rubbish out the front of the house. The windows are clean. The front door's a nice, vibrant, painted colour, etc., etc. I'm hoping you get the gist. Curb appeal is the first thing, the first impressions people get to help them make a decision. You want to make sure that you have the curb appeal. Number 2 is dress the property. Now, would you go to a developer's marketing suite and look at a property, the show home, that's not dressed? Of course not. The property is dressed to the max. It's dressed to create a lifestyle that the person viewing wants to buy into. Even though the house next door, which is literally just got carpets in and no furniture, looks completely different and an empty blank canvas. This is because the property's been dressed for maximum interest, to maximise the amount of people interested, to ultimately achieve a sale. Dress the property, guys. There's many things you can do to dress the property to sell. Number 3 is decorate or light cosmetic refurbishments. Now, I don't mean put a new roof on, recarpet the house, put a new kitchen in at all. I simply mean what meets the naked eye and attracts the eye to little bits of snagging. Make sure they're all done. Make sure little touching up bits are done. Make sure if you've got handprints all up the stairwell, that one wall is painted. Make sure you can't notice any imperfections, not with the naked eye. Now, convert one room into 2 rooms. This is great. It works really well for larger properties with larger rooms. By converting one room into 2 smaller rooms, you can command a higher selling price. Now, you can also conduct an open house. You can do this yourself, or you can get your agents to do it. An open house where many people come, they're booked in on one particular day, which creates interest, creates a desire. Everybody is booked in within a couple of hours, or an hour sometimes. 4 or 5 different families all looking at the same property with the potential of putting an offer in to buy at the highest possible price, knowing there's other people interested. Number 6, multi-agent listings. Now this works really well to get a higher possible price by having the property marketed with more than one agent, so 2 or 3. You'll have a wider net being cast by the agents, there'll be more competition, and the agents will be motivated because they're competing against each other to achieve the sale. Number 7, incentivize the agent. If you said to the agent, if they achieve the full market value, you'll give them a higher commission, maybe 3%. If they achieve a few percent below the market value, you'll offer them a lower percentage, so they're motivated to squeeze their clients up or manipulate their clients like they do to achieve the highest possible price. Number 8, you can then incentivize the buyer. To achieve the highest possible price, there's incentives you can offer to your buyer to secure the higher price, which is typically favourable terms. One example could be they want to buy the property, but they want to put a new kitchen in, or a new bathroom in, or new carpets in the property. Let them have access. Let them exchange contracts, agree the full market value, subject to you agreeing to their terms, which may be they want to put their furniture in the garage 4 weeks before because their previous house has completed and they don't want to pay for storage. Maybe they want all the carpets changed in the house, or they want a new bathroom put in so it's done before they move in. This is another incentive you can offer, so you can ask for the full market value but be flexible with the terms that you agree with your buyer. Number 9, vendor financing. This is very, very unique. Now what can happen is some lenders at the last minute will reduce the amount of loan offered to the borrower, which could mean they may be 5, 10, 15,000 pounds short to complete on your property. Normally in that situation the chain would break down and everybody would go back to square one after months of thinking the deal's going to complete. You don't need to back out of the deal. You can offer vendor financing. You can finance that shortfall yourself without putting your hand in your pocket. So you can finance that, and you're giving these extra terms, but then you'll command a higher price for financing that or their new purchase, your sale. Number 10 is selling the property on an option to buy. To achieve a higher price, you can agree, more or less the full market value today, but give your buyer an exchange with a period of time to complete on the property at some time in the near future. And that's an option for them to exercise and purchase the property at a later date. Now you can watch the remaining parts of this 5-part DVD series, which reveals what every seller must know before they decide to sell their home. Now you can watch the 10 tricks estate agents use, the 10 tricks the We Buy Houses for Cash companies use, and the 5 tips to selling in negative equity. Now you can watch the full 5-part DVD series at www.assisted-sale.co.uk/free DVD. We really do hope you enjoyed our free DVD, which is revealing everything what sellers must know before they decide to sell their home. This is the full 5-part DVD series I'm talking about. Now if you want to speak to a real person quickly who can advise you free of charge of the best solution to achieve your desired outcome with a quick property sale, all you need to do is simply visit www.assisted-sale.co.uk.